What is happening, everybody? Just me. I'm recording some stuff on my OBS here to manipulate, slow down, change the pitch, whichever is needed. I'm going to be doing that to use in a possible dark ambient set that I plan to upload on my channel pretty soon there. I'm getting all this down. I'm going to get about 2 hours worth. Then have that manipulated, possibly change the pitch on it or the speed. Probably just the pitch, because whenever I change the speed on that, it makes a kind of like a flange sound. And I don't really need that, for some of my ambient dark soundscape sets there. I'm thinking about possibly adding a rim shot drum pattern along with this piece here. Had to find one on YouTube here and possibly borrow that. But enough of that. Also, I'm going to make this clear. I want to apologize to everybody out there who was watching my stream earlier with me, YR, Keith, and everybody else, including Ken, Dave Rose, Jacob RP. Apparently, the problem was only my voice was being picked up throughout the show, and everybody else wasn't. And the problem was the desktop audio mic was not working. Apparently what it was is that the night before I had to do an update on my computer there. It's often required a couple times a month, possibly once a month I should say there. And after this update was done, the mics on those two settings on my OBS wasn't working. And I didn't really get a chance to notice until the last damn minute, because as it was reported earlier, I was late on my way back. I had to take care of something at the last minute there, so I didn't get really a chance to check properly. So that was my bad on my part there. Hopefully we'll get Arknoy on the show this coming Monday, late afternoon, for episode 90 of our series there. I want to invite everybody to tune in for that. Hopefully there'll be no more fucking issues. I also have another announcement to make. After years of relying on either Uber, my sister's car, my nephew's car, or the old family vehicle we used to have, I finally have a car of my own. Yes! And I want to thank my sister, her husband, aka brother-in-law, and my nephew for helping me get this car, helping me out with paperwork and everything else there. Well, I can do paperwork. It's like, I was asking what to sign and what not to sign there. And the reason why I needed some advice on that was because this is the first time since 2004 that I actually owned a vehicle. From that year up till now, I had to rely on riding a bike to where I had to go. Whether it's to work, to play, to the nearby mall, to this area, to that area there. I had to do that for how many years? Whether it's in Richmond, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, here in Texas, Conroe, Woodlands, Houston, you name it. Everywhere I had to get to, I had to do it on a bike. This time, I could finally get to where I want to go to without a problem and with a speed amount of time. Meaning I'd be able to get to where I want to go to in a quick amount of time, I should say there. And the best thing about this is finally, I get to tell Uber to kiss off. Now, Uber was pretty good for the past few rounds. But in the past, when I was working at my previous job, had to deal with them missing where I was to be picked up, missing where I lived, there was this one dumb bitch. I don't know if she was high or drunk or what it was, but she had so much trouble trying to find where I was working at that time. She was going in this direction, that direction. Finally, I had to message her how many times to tell her I'm over here at this location. Finally, she picks me up. She misses the street where I lived. I'm like, excuse me, you just passed where I live there. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Another time when I was working at that previous job, the driver I was actually, excuse me, let me rephrase that. The driver I had actually missed where I worked. Wait, you just went past where I worked, man. He's like, but the GPS says it's further down. No, it's not. No, no, your GPS is off balance. But I have to go by what the GPS says. I even called Uber one time and I said, why are your GPS is not working and picking me up? The dumb lady on the line told me to possibly remove the app from your phone and reinstall it and see that would work. I'm like, no, bitch. It's not my app. It's your app. It's you. Your drivers are having a shit of a time trying to find me to pick me up. Now, the only issues I had this time at my current job was one where I was late to my job because the driver decided to take his old damn sweet time. And many times this driver had to take this route or that route or this route. And of course, I don't want to hear nobody tell me, well, that's what the GPS tells me. No, no, no. I was about to call up to the complaint department and tell them, give them these directions on how to get to where I work at, and things will be fine. Of course, they were going to tell me the usual, but we have to rely on the... No, you rely on what I tell you, not your stupid GPSs. And tell your drivers to get me to where I have to go to without being late. You know? Hopefully I don't have to go through that once more there. Now I'm going to keep the Uber app on my phone there, just in case something goes wrong with this car here. Which I hope it doesn't. Now, one of the best things about this is that finally, pretty soon I'll be able to go back to Numbers nightclub. The problem is, how I'm going to do this since I work till late in the evening there. What I'll have to do, as I mentioned a couple times before, is possibly have my party clothes in the car or at my workplace in a specific area. And when I punch out, change into those clothes and then head out to the nightclub thereafter. Whether it's the club downtown or the concert pub. But I have to wait and see how that goes there. In the meantime, hope everybody's doing good. I figure I'd give you an update on what's going on here. And tune in this coming Monday for Arkanoi and the Doctor. Our episode 90 will be happening. Hopefully we'll be able to get him on the call there. And shout out to YR and Keith or Barber just as well there. You guys have yourselves a good weekend coming up. I'm Dr. Earl. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. And leave your thoughts and comments below about what I just said. All right? You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.